Hello everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite here. Another FTC compliant vid for adults. Can't forget about that. So today we're going to be talking about, the number one ranked Estelle in the Emerald Gate server. And she just happens to belong to me. Why are we talking about this? Because we're going to be talking about the new tank, Amelia. First of all, here's my Estelle, she's a little bit over 7k, and actually I thought she was ranked number 3, but as soon as I changed her troops around to Lance Felix's, she went straight to number 1. We'll check out her setup here. This build was inspired actually by Leon. This used to be my Leon's weapon. I got 15% attack on it and a bunch of hit points, and I can't remember exactly who, but they were like, man, you should put that on Estelle. Right? So I did, and she has a breeze build, which really helps her out. I could have went with Clock for her, because Clock and Phoenix Wave, they can be a really gnarly combination. This girl can't come back to life, but with Phoenix Wave, she can heal herself up to full. So if you use Phoenix Wave, you hurt everybody around you, heal yourself up to full, and if Clock procs, you have this in your back pocket all over again. So this girl can't come back to life, but you gotta figure she's a super gnarly tank and a great support, and she has so much defense and hit points that she's very hard to kill. So if you can get Phoenix Wave to Clock and you don't have to wait for the 5-turn cooldown, this girl damn near becomes unkillable, because you pretty much have to kill her in one shot. So the reason we're talking about this is because this is the Estelle that I run, and I don't even use a fusion power on her a lot of times. That's how strong she is. I like to run the Amazon champions because they have that chance of breaking people, making her more effective at attacking people. So when Breeze procs, she can charge somebody, lower their defense by 20%, and attack them. This girl does need to keep attacking to proc her tanking ability. So that's why I didn't really have a problem with going with Breeze with her. But the reason we're talking about this girl is, I mean, think about it. If I have a tank this strong, ranked number 1 on Emerald Gate, why the hell would I even pull for Amelia? Right? Here's my Amelia. She's at 4,500 power, and I am actively working on this girl. And let me tell you why. Because for my Empire team, this girl actually has more potential. She can bank off the fusion power. Do not get me wrong, I will still be running Estelle with Joshua and Sakura. I have a very, very nasty Hero of Time party. Right? Heroes of Time. I have everyone except for Angelica. And most of these characters are pretty good power. Yeah, I have Kanzaki too. Obviously, I choose to use Estelle over Kanzaki. I can run a dual tank party, but the reason I like Estelle so much is because of the support that she brings. Pretty much everybody around her. Let's see. Increases the damage of all allies within of 4 allies within 3 blocks by 10% for 2 rounds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but everybody on your team getting 10% more damage is actually quite significant. This stacks with a lot of other things. And also, this girl has a mini fusion power, and it actually affects your skill, which characters like Sakura and Joshua can really bank off of. So, absolutely love this girl. One of my favorite tanks. And I love her AoEs. This one right here is actually a 0.4 times damage AoE. Most AoEs are only 0.36. So this is actually one of the stronger AoEs in the game. It's got a 5 block range, and let me tell you something. This absolutely destroys not infantry. Sorry guys, it's been a rough morning. This absolutely destroys cavalry units. I love using Skiing Staff. It's great. So, that being said, why would I even work on Amelia? It's one thing that Estelle can't do is tank magic, and that is why I'm working on Amelia. Also, I absolutely love the fact that she has I know this might be cosmetic, but I love this axe scythe thing. I mean, I want one of these myself. I want one of these hanging on my wall, okay? Amelia gets to come back to life. That is a huge bonus. Granted, she can't heal herself like Estelle can, but she can come back to life, and if you have a dedicated healer behind her, she's good to go. On top of that, we finally found someone that can use arcane battle garb and actually get pretty good damage out of it, because this character does use her magic defense and convert it into attack. I love that about this girl. I can see her having a wicked high attack. And because of that, also, she's going to have a super high magic defense. So she's going to be able to take magic damage better than any other tank in this game as far as I'm concerned. Well, except for Estelle, but I'm not really counting Estelle as a dedicated tank. Because this girl's going to be able to take magic damage, she's also going to be able to take physical damage. Her defense stat is still an S. Her attack is a C stat. That doesn't matter because she's going to use her magic defense times 1.6, and that is going to be this girl's attack. She gets damage reduction based off of how much hit points she has against magic, so that's huge because she gets that damage reduction on top of magic defense being super high, and she gets to come back to life just like Daddy Vargas does. That is why this girl is an SSR character. She is a cut above the rest. So this girl is a huge game changer, especially for Empire. Empire has needed they've really needed somebody that can tank magic damage for them. So when you factor everything that this girl does, coming back to life, covering magic damage, it's just ridiculous. She also gets to retaliate like Landius. In my opinion, this girl is Empire's Landius, right? She has to activate a skill in order to retaliate 2 blocks away like Landius does. And it has like a couple turn cooldown. It's got a 2-turn cooldown. The point is she can keep this guard up because she has another ability. Now granted, you have to spend a runestone on her to get the Templar. Well, you have to spend 2 runestones. But once you get this Justice ability, between the guard that she's doing and using Justice to attack people, her, what's it called? Granted effect, Holy Guard. Her Holy Guard ability will never come down. And Holy Guard is what lets her increase her attack by 1.6 times her magic defense, and she can, when attacked by range attack within 2 blocks, you can counterattack this last 2 turns. So between these two, if you bring both of them, you can bring Justice, and you can bring her tanking ability she starts with. You can bring Justice, and you can bring Holy Guard, and you can always have Holy Guard on. It never has to come off. She gets this great passive right here. When entering battle with your unit hit point higher than 90%, this is your hero's hit points. So even if your troops took some damage, as long as this girl has 90% of her health and her defense is higher than her opponent's, she's going to attack first, just like Sakura. She can turn into a meat grinder. This is super effective because she's a tank, right? A lot of times she's going to be able to kill people off without even taking any damage from them. And typically that's how tanks get taken out. It's a long drawn out process. They take some damage here, some damage there. This is going to help this girl skip out on a lot of that damage, because as long as her defense is higher than her opponent's, she gets to attack first. Even if she can't fully kill off her opponent, they effectively only get to attack her with whatever is remaining in their force after she gets to attack them. I did a video a long time ago on Sakura, and the video was Sakura attacking cavalry units that she was weak against. And even though she was weak against them, because she attacks first, she's able to do a good amount of damage to them before they actually retaliate to her. As a result, if you can attack first, it lets you overcome attack class priority a lot of the times. Like you're going to be able to attack something that you're weak against because your attacks go first, and then your enemy that's strong against you, they're only going to get to retaliate with whatever's left of them. So, and that's for Sakura. This girl's a tank. It's a whole different ball game. And again, if all this doesn't go that well, she does get to come back to life. So there's always that. On top of that, she gets Broken Blade. Now, if you bring Broken Blade, you are going to have, I think, one turn here and there where Holy Guard is not going to be active. But that's the trade-off. Broken Blade is pretty damn amazing though. Attacks a single enemy dealing 1.5 times damage. After battle, the enemy's damage dealt is reduced by 20% for 2 turns. I like this because this is a unique break, right? You can reduce the amount of damage your enemy is doing by 20%, then you can have somebody actually go and break their attack. And all of those things start stacking up together. Now you have like an enemy dragon who gets minus 20 to his attack stat, and then he also gets his damage reduced by 20%. All of that really starts to add up. So this is why I'm working on this tank, even though I have one of the top ranked Lancer tanks on this server. It doesn't matter. I still have to put in the work for this girl. Oh, on a funny side note, if you guys actually check out her skin, apparently the black gold skin comes with contact lenses because it actually changes this girl's eye color. If you get one of her skins, her eyes turn blue. On a side note, something I noticed. So she's going to be an amazing tank for Princess too. Like if you don't have Kanzaki, the limited tank, I would highly suggest trying to get this girl for your Princess faction if you need a tank. Obviously, Princess does need a pretty good tank. As far as how she stacks up with Kanzaki, I personally have to hold judgment out on that. Kanzaki can come back to life, but it's kind of time sensitive. She has to use an ability to do that. Kanzaki also has like an AoE, and Kanzaki has movement built into her skill kit. I really wish I could really compare these two, but my Kanzaki is not built, so it's kind of hard for me to compare them. Like, I don't have a good scope of reference as far as both of them are concerned. I don't know what Kanzaki's full damage output is. I know it can get ridiculous once Kanzaki's troops die out. Her attack just goes through the roof. So maybe that's something I can do in the future when I can compare them, but it's really hard to keep up on all of the tanks, right? I mean, I've put in minimal work on Kanzaki because of Estelle, you know, and now I got this girl. I do have to work on this girl for the simple fact that she's gonna tank magic, right? She's gonna do Ledden's job, Vargas's job, Landius's job, all together, all in one, with a badass scythe, and apparently she has contact lenses that change the colors of her eyes when you get a different skin for her. I don't know. Regardless, this is a very interesting character. As far as I'm concerned, she's right up there with the limited tanks as far as power goes. Here's my Kanzaki. She's at 6,000 power. So hopefully in the near future I'll be able to kind of compare them. And obviously Kanzaki's not anywhere near done yet. But Kanzaki's at 6K. This girl is only at 4,500. I have quite a ways to go. Alright. So yeah, this is pretty much my take on tanks right now in the current meta. This is what I'm doing for my account, because instead of running Estelle without a faction buff, I would much rather run Amelia and bank off of, you know, Bernie's faction and actually apply it to her and be able to come back to life and protect my Empire team from magic damage. So this girl's going to do all that, plus a bag of chips, so it's pretty awesome. Oh, one other thing I did want to note. Right now they are, what are they? They're trying to sell us these little goodie bags that have items in them, and there's also the bag where you choose a character. Here we go. I figure I should cover this, right? I think these are $20, and you get to choose the armor, a headwear, an accessory, or a weapon. A lot of people are obviously going to go for the Extreme Magic Bow right here. Personally, in my opinion, and I just want to put this out there, accessories are more rare. They're rarer in this game. I did get this, and I did get my first Slayer badge off of it because I just have not had any luck getting accessories. Second on my list was going to be a converter. I don't know if the converter is in this weapons pack or not. I'm sure it is. If anybody knows, please leave me a comment. It doesn't really matter though because I already got my accessory. But anybody that's getting this thing and picking the item that they want, really be smart about it. Weapons are a little bit more accessible in this game than accessories are. Chances are you're going to have more rolls on weapons. Accessories are just a little bit harder to get. That's just my opinion. So, if you are going to spend these resources on this, make the best, most educated choice that you can. And obviously, they're also doing this pack with these different shards for these heroes. You pick one of these packs, you're going to get one of these, 60 shards of one of these random heroes. That's pretty straightforward. So, but I just wanted everyone to kind of think about this whole item thing. Accessories, as far as I'm concerned, are in a league of their own, and that might be different for you. Maybe it just rains accessories for you, but from what I've noticed, accessories are harder to get. So if you are going to snag one of these up, I would probably have to suggest you look through the accessories. But hey, that's different for everybody. I don't need to get crucified over this. This is just IMO, in my opinion. Alright? So other than that, that's pretty much what we got going on. Your boy is just sitting around waiting for Yu Yu Hakusho. I suggest everybody start saving up for that. That is going to be the next big thing. We have young Jessica here, and this is the first character that gets a transformation ability. Man, this girl is so fun to play. She's not really part of any factions that I run. She's part of Mythical Realm, and this gives me an excuse to bust out my Jizaroff, Zarita, who I just got. Obviously, Yulia. I can fully power up Yulia because I have Zarita now. And actually, Rainforce is in here, and Lamba. So this is going to be a very fun faction for me to run. I'm powering up Gizaroff, Lamba, just all these guys right here. This is going to be an amazing mage team. I can't wait to run it, but it's work in progress because obviously my young Jessica here is only at 4,000 power. But man, I gotta say, it doesn't matter. Once this girl uses her transformation, it's ridiculous. She just goes into Sentinel mode, and she increases her range by so much, and then you can pretty much hit people across the board with her spells. And obviously, the further away they are, the more damage that they take because that's part of her talent. The reason I'm bringing this up is because look how powerful these transformation moves are. This is just the first character that we get that has this. Yu Yu Hakusho characters, they all get to transform. So that's going to be the next big thing. That is going to be, the meta changer in this game is the Yu Yu Hakusho banner coming hopefully in the next month. Even if we got to wait a little bit longer, your boy will just have to do that. So I wanted to let everybody know, save for Yu Yu Hakusho. It is coming, alright, and we will have these awesome transformation abilities. Another fun thing while we're on the subject of Yu Yu Hakusho, the items. There's going to be an item banner coming, and I'm sure you guys saw Nitro's PSA that he did, but apparently not some of the items. The items that we're supposed to get for Yu Yu Hakusho have already been added to our item pool. Obviously, after Yu Yu Hakusho comes out, there's going to be a banner to summon these items. There's a really good helmet in there, and there's a really good hammer. It's like best in slot for Yusuke. So those items have already been added to the pool. And since you guys sat through one of my videos, we'll do a measly item pull. And yeah. So Mobile Gamers Unite. So I'm just going to be sitting here saving my lapis, not wasting it on dumb shit like item pulls, and hopefully, because people have been sending in screenshots of them getting these weapons from, you know, dragon fights. Oh man, I thought maybe that could have been one. Funny thing is, even if I pull an SSR item right now, the odds of it being one of these new ones is like slim to none. So I'm showing you guys right now what you shouldn't be doing. Save all your damn lapis. But man, once they start hitting gold, you just gotta keep throwing. Anyway, this is what's going on. This is what I'm doing in Langrisser. Obviously wasting lapis today, doing pulls I shouldn't be doing. Can we get 4 yellows in a row? Jeez. It's like they're trying to give me an SSR item. I'm just not quite there yet. And maybe, just maybe, it'll be one of these new ones. No, if anything, I'll pick one of these items up, hopefully from like a dragon run or something like that. But it is nice to know that there are some new awesome items that are in our item pool already. And hopefully I'll get some of them soon. I'm going to be running the dragon and just waiting for Yu Yu Hakusho. So this is it. This is the last one, boys. This is the last one. Since I don't actually have a character banner to pull on, I decided just to do some item pulls for you guys. Come on, we could at least end on a freaking yellow. Funny thing is, even if it is an SSR, it's just going to be a dupe item that I already have. So I'm literally throwing lapis away down the toilet. Oh my goodness, we did get one though. We did get one. And let's see which dupe we got. I would literally jump off a bridge if it was one of these new items. Hey, you know what? I'll take that. I will take this. This is one of those accessories that are kind of rare. So I believe that's called the Drapnir. Let's see. Can we hit doubles? Can we hit doubles? Can we hit doubles? I've done it before. Oh. Oh. When it hits yellows, though, when it hits yellows like that, I've gotten SSR items back to back when they're hitting on yellows like that. I don't know what it is. It's just something to do with the just the way she goes, I guess. But as long as we're hitting yellows, as long as we're wasting lapis for the sake of everyone's entertainment, can we get one more yellow? As soon as we hit blue, I'm done. I'm effing done, son. And we just hit blue. Alright, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm under 10K, right? Gotta start saving everything up. Yu Yu Hakusho is coming. And then, obviously, when that item banner drops, I'll try to pull some of those items off of that actual banner. I just wanted to do some sort of pulls for you guys. I know everybody wants to do pulls every day, and it's hard. We gotta fight the temptation every day. But Mobile Gamers Unite. Everyone keep your chin up. Yu Yu Hakusho's on the way. Save your lapis up. Don't do any damn pulls. And especially don't do any item pulls. I just showed you guys what you shouldn't do. Peace, everybody. Have an awesome day.